Hello! I guess I'm back again. I couldn't stay away. I was thinking about this actually. I'm like, there are some movies that I haven't even covered on my channel that I would just off the cuff like to talk about. And if you guys want to chime in, if you want to throw some of your own movies that you've seen throughout this year or even last year, because I'm throwing in a little bit of both. This is just going to be an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl kind of stream. That makes no sense. But, hey, what's up? I saw that you and Shell were on. Are you guys still on, or did you guys are done, or what's happening? Anyway. Hey, see, I am back. Your name is literally, I'll be right back. Well, I came right back because I couldn't stay away from you guys, and I wanted to talk some more movies. Hello, everyone saying hello. We finished half an hour ago-ish. Okay. Coolio. So, I thought that I could talk about a couple of movies that I have seen that I wanted to cover on my channel, but sometimes the motivation is not always there. So, I thought I could share some of my thoughts with you guys. If you guys have seen it, let me know. Let me know your thoughts about these particular movies. Tell me if you have seen it, haven't seen it, if you want to see it. Just let me know. So, for the first one, it is The Long Walk, a Stephen King adaptation. I don't know why I never did a review, but yeah, I thought I would talk about it now, because why not? Let's just relax, sit back, relax, drink something. You don't even have to tell me what you're gonna drink. Do whatever you want to do, because this is just a relaxing stream. We're just going to be talking about some movies. So I'm horrible at explaining movies, so I thought I would look up the synopsis for this and then talk about it. Long Walk is set in a dystopian 1970s. The film follows 50 boys in an annually televised competitive walking contest meant to inspire viewers. Each boy must maintain a pace of 3 miles per hour of nonstop walking for days, and failure to do so after 3 warnings results in death. The boy who lasts the longest wins a large cash prize and the fulfillment of one wish of his choice. Now, when I watched this movie, I was greatly intrigued by it. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I wanted to see where it was going to go, and I love that it's literally just these kids walking. So it could get boring really quick, right? Right? Well, as they're walking, they're actually getting to know each other, and they are creating character development, and that's what makes me like Cooper. He's the main one. No, wait, Cooper Hoffman is the actor. I need time sometimes. Cooper Hoffman, who is actually Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, which is super cool. He plays as Ray. I really liked Ray. Ray is like a very relatable character, and I think that him and Pete, they were really, really good. Like, their dynamic was phenomenal. Well, hello there. Coming out from... I'm actually going to be talking about a movie that we watched a couple nights ago, so stick around. Hey, Val, see, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go very far, did I? I tried to multitask earlier. I was in Carey's watch party and tried to be in yours and Shellstrom at the same time, but my brain couldn't cope. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad that you were trying to multitask. That's right. You showed up. That's what matters. That is awesome. So what did you guys think of the movie The Long Walk? I actually enjoyed it. Now, the ending of this one could be left to desire. So some people seem to like it and some people don't. I personally didn't mind the ending. I actually thought it was pretty good. It was definitely ambiguous. Not seen it, but saw a bit and was bored. That's understandable because it is literally about kids walking. So that could be boring for some. But yeah, I personally enjoyed it because I loved the camaraderie between the kids. They were talking about their lives. They were talking about what they were going to do if they won the money. And I love the motivation that Ray had, and seeing his mom, which we know who plays as the mom. She is great. Judy Greer? Yeah. She plays as the mom. I have literally the cast right in front of me. Yes, Judy Greer. She plays as the mom of Ray. And I think that she is fantastic. I mean, she's always fantastic. But I actually really enjoyed The Long Walk. I don't know if I would actually watch it again, but I mean, I enjoyed it for the first time that I saw it. All right, now we're going to talk about The Woman in the Yard. I don't know why I did not ever do a review for this one because I actually really enjoyed it. The trailer makes you think one thing, but it's really another, because I feel like this goes more in depth than you realize. Because it just makes you think that it's like a spirit or an entity that is waiting or haunting like in the yard and it won't go away. But I think it's so much more than that. You couldn't get into this one either. I mean, that's fine. I'm listening to you, but also laughing at again. I mean, that's what the Cat in the Hat is there for. It is there to make you giggle. But yes, I enjoyed this one because it goes so much deeper than... Okay, we'll just talk about the synopsis and then I will go off of that because I'm not the greatest at talking off of the cuff, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do a watch party for this one actually, but it is a psychological horror film, and it is about a grieving widow whose life is upended by a mysterious woman in black who appears on her lawn. Get off my lawn! Warning her to protect your children from the evil who simply won't leave them alone. And of course, it's produced by Blumhouse. It explores the themes of grief, guilt, and depression through eerie visuals and a strong central performance. But it received mixed reviews for its pacing and storytelling. I could see that. Because at times it did lose its momentum after a little while. But I love the fact that it's kind of like you're looking at the light part of you and the dark part of you, and she's seeing the dark part of herself, and it's mirroring back at her, and she is trying to fight an inner part of her that she's battling, and it's literally like physical, like right in front of her. That's what I liked about it. I liked that it was a lot of symbolism and there's a lot of darkness in there for sure. Because she's got an injury, she's helpless, she's taking care of her 2 kids, and she's also grieving in the process. It's a lot to handle all at once, in my opinion. I'm going to stop talking about it then. Okay, so I just watched How to Make a Killing. This one was very interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know. For some reason, I was kind of thinking it was going to be like American Psycho in a sense. Like, that's the vibe that it was kind of giving me, but it doesn't necessarily, it goes a little bit lighter than that, actually, in my opinion. Glenn Powell is really good. He has charisma for sure. But so when his mom has him, pretty much her family disowns her because the person that knocked her up, didn't want to say it so, roughly, but I'm going to. The man that knocks her up is not of the same social status, so therefore they disown her, and she's pretty much off to fend for herself because she does not want to get rid of the child. She doesn't want to get rid of the baby. So she goes off and raises him, Beckett is what his name is, on their own, and she gets sick, and she has one request. She says, make sure that you live the life that you deserve. So he takes it to heart, like literally to heart. She ends up telling him that he is still in the will, that he can get literally the whole inheritance of his family's estate and blah, 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 blah. So he's thinking in his head, well, if I knock off all the rest of my family members, all of that money is going to go right to me. So that is what he does. He literally goes up and he starts bumping off his family members. Yeah, this one's really good. I recommend it. Hey, Anthony, what is up? What's going on? It is. It's a really good movie. Like, I thought it was going to be more like American Psycho, but they go way later. But yes, I'm horrible at explaining things, so I try my best. That's why I can't do anything off the cuff. I literally have a script for everything because I need something to help me along. So this one, you guys have had to have seen this one. You guys had to have seen Send Help. Let me tell you that this movie is so much fun. I enjoyed Send Help. Rose McAdams, she plays as a quiet, mousy type of character that she's very smart, highly, highly intelligent. She is not seen or valued at her job, so she has a hobby. She has a hobby of wanting to be in the TV show Survivor. She's like obsessed with it. So when it actually happens, and she's on the plane and it ends up crashing, she ends up on the deserted island along with her douchebag of a boss, played by Dylan O'Brien. They get stranded. He can't fend for himself worth anything. Like, he is just useless beyond belief. But she, oh my god, she can MacGyver anything. Like, she is incredible. You're like oh right now. What is happening? I highly recommend this one because this one's really fun. It is if you like deserted island, stranded on an island type of movie with some dark humor, some gore, you're gonna love this. I'm just telling you the way I see it. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this one. It has like a very nice dark humor. You can tell that Sam Raimi made this movie because it has that appeal like Evil Dead and Drag Me to Hell. it has that kind of vibe to it. So I definitely recommend if you have seen those movies. I know you've had to have seen Evil Dead and Drag Me to Hell, because they are both really good movies. Okay, because this one I highly recommend, because I think you'll have fun with it, and it's very, very clever in the end. It's a very clever ending. I'm not going to give anything away, but it's very, very clever. All right, on to the next. So this is the one that Davey introduced us to. On a Discord stream the other night, we were doing a watch party for it. Me personally, I'm not crazy about zombie movies. I'm really not. But I will watch them if there's like something fun about it. Like Zombieland. I actually really like that one. Says someone that's actually watched The Walking Dead. But I haven't even finished that. But whatever. And then Dawn of the Dead. I love the remake. The remake is freaking phenomenal. I actually own that one. That one is just really fun. And the storyline is... I just love that. I love that movie. I love that you mixed up Rose McGowan and Rachel McAdams. Some of you. Did I say Rose McGowan? Maybe you had her on the brain. Whoopsie doodle. I'm sorry. Oh, you're the same as me. You don't really care for zombie movies either. I mean, they're okay. I don't really need to see people eating each other. Like, I'm not a fan of watching someone chew through someone's arm and like blood splurting everywhere and blood and guts everywhere. I'm not a fan of watching someone eat flesh. So that's why I'm not really crazy about it. Oh, I didn't even talk about the movie yet. He is in Walking Dead at one point. I don't think I even watched that part yet, Shannon. Hello again, by the way. I know, isn't it cute? The curly pink. Well, it's not necessarily a wig, but we won't talk about it. It is really awesome. I actually really... Okay, so I didn't even talk about the movie yet. So Queens of the Dead is actually about these drag queens. They are at a bar and one of them gets bit, and then it kind of like a domino effect ends up biting everybody else. They're stuck in the bar. They're trying to figure out a way out. They got some sass to them. There's some funny jokes in there. There's some funny banter. Lots of sparkles, lots of great makeup, lots of great costumes. I love it. I thought it was really super fun. And look at this poster. This poster is cool as hell. I loved it. I thought it was a really good time. Like I said, they're like, even the characters, they're very likable. They're very relatable in a sense. They're relatable in a sense. But yeah, I thought it was really fun. I think I was about to say it, but then I tried to fix my brain. I was like fixing it like mid-sentence. It's almost like you climbed in there and you're like, oh my gosh, she's about to say Rose McGowan. Yeah. I think I was about to say it, but then I switched it up like mid-sentence. Zombies are interesting, to say the least. It makes you want to dye your hair pink? Do it. Do it. I'm going to see. But yeah, this was a really fun movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's actually the daughter of George Romero. Let that sink in. Literally the daughter of George Romero, the king of zombie movies, literally made this movie, and it's actually really good. It kind of makes me think of Zelda Williams, Robin Williams' daughter, how she did Lisa Frankenstein, and it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. And I think that George Romero's daughter did a fantastic job with this movie as well. I have black hair and used to have pink streaks. Well, get them back. Look like Draculaura. I can't. I've already bleached it to the breaking point and now it's short and growing back. Oh, well, keep putting conditioner in it and let it heal. Give it some time. Then you can go back and do it again. Hair can always heal, trust me. Trust me. All right, on to the next. So, I have been dying to talk about this movie. There's actually 2 chapters. Now, the reason why I only have the first chapter is because I actually enjoyed the first chapter more than the second chapter. But just so you know, C. Thomas Howell also is in this movie. And he plays the villain. He's actually really good. He's a little hokey at times, but Ryan Philippe, he is the star of the show in this one. He plays as an ex-army veteran. He was actually kicked out, and he is estranged from his daughter, and he's trying to get back in her good graces. So he volunteers himself to drive her to college showings or whatever. So they end up driving, and they break down, and they have to go camping for the night. So they go camping. What they don't realize is they're not alone. There are people in the woods with them. And they keep trying to kidnap his daughter. They don't know who they're messing with. Because every single time they try to mess with him and try to take his daughter, he kicks their ass like Rambo. It is freaking phenomenal. The fight sequences are freaking amazing. Ryan Philippe is on a whole other level in this movie. I enjoyed it very much. In my opinion, I don't think they really needed chapter 2. I don't know why they milked that shit. They really only needed chapter 1 because they ended this one on a really good note. But for some reason, they had to keep it going. But I definitely enjoyed chapter 1. You would look cool with pink hair. Everybody looks cool with pink hair. Thank you! Ryan Philippe is so underrated. He's really, and he nails this shit. Okay, so maybe I did say it. For some reason, I must have been thinking of Rose McGowan. Maybe. I don't know why. I'm not thinking of any of her movies. That was my bad. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was saying Rose McAdams. Is that her sister? I don't know. But yeah, I recommend this movie because it would be an actual fun watch party kind of movie. I might actually think about that. I might think about doing that. So the next one is Primate. I did watch, okay, so I keep hearing that the primate in this is actually dressed up, it's a person dressed up in a costume. And that to me is kind of scary as hell. I'm so glad they actually did that and they didn't just use a CGI primate, because I think that would be stupid as hell, and I hate when they do that shit. I actually like that they attempted practical effect with the animal, in my opinion. Aw, don't be sorry. They're both amazing. I know they are truly both amazing. If you haven't seen Devil in the Flesh, I feel like nobody has seen this movie. But if you haven't seen Devil in the Flesh with Rose McGowan, you need to. It's really, really good. There's Jamie Boo. Hello, Jamie. What is up? Philip is so funny in MacGruber, more so in the show than the movie. I didn't even know he was in the show or the movie. I knew that it was Will Forte, but maybe I didn't watch enough. Hey, Paula, what's up? She's like, oh my god, he's still here. Oh, hey, you're still here. Oh, it was a little person that is creepy. Well, I don't know if it's a little person, but it's definitely a person in a primate costume. Isn't that creepy, though? I think that's creepy, but in a good way. And let me tell you, so they're in Hawaii, and they have they're like these spoiled kids that are just hanging out, vacationing, and they have a primate as a pet. I don't know. I've never had a primate as a pet, but to each their own. One in Rome, one in Hawaii. Apparently, this primate goes ballistic and goes after the friends. And there are some crazy ass deaths. And apparently, the one particular death, like, I don't want to give it away, but there's a particular death with a jaw. And apparently, this is a real thing that actual primates do when they're threatened. That's creepy as hell. Ooh, I'm currently snacking on some chicken fingers with some Rudy's blue cheese. It's yummy. That sounds amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. Because what do we know about New York, Jamie, is that we love blue cheese and chicken fingers and hot sauce. I don't think he appreciates me calling him David, if I'm honest. Probably the same way as me calling my brother Curdy when his actual name is Curtis. He used to hate that. So maybe it's the reverse effect. I'm still here watching the Masters with my brother, but second screening with you all. Oh, I feel so special. Well, now I feel special. Watching the Masters. Is that like golf? Are you watching golf? Why would you be watching golf? I'm not going to judge. My auntie did, but it was only a pet when she was off her meds. True story. I mean, I just don't know if I would want a primate as a pet. I would rather leave the primates out in the wild. When she was on her meds, there was no primate. Oh, got it. We have a Tony situation. Got it. Oh, now we're going back to Davy. You've been promoted back to Davy. I've never heard of Broodies, to be honest with you. But paint me intrigued. But you don't want. No. No. I do not want the monkeys throwing their feces everywhere. No, that should be a no-no. Aw, so sweet. That's how it should be. A little bit of, pokey fun. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a there's no harm in poking until you poke an eye out. Check out Wegmans for Rudy's. You can thank me later. I know Wegmans, but I've never heard of Rudy's. Okay. Well, paint my ass intrigued. Yeah, and then Primate, I feel like some people compare a particular scene with Scream, the cop car. That's all I'm gonna say, in case if you guys haven't seen it. But there is a comparison scene between Primate and then Scream when she's in the cop car and she's trying to get out. And yeah, there's a whole fiasco there. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to always fight the monkeys for my banana milkshake. That's funny. Yeah, the milkshakes are yours. Ryan, imagine the milkshake flying everywhere. What a waste. I know. Nobody wastes a good milkshake. That is just, that's not cool. Mm-mm. I hear Dave and David from my family all the time, so they all work. I mean, you have a couple of variations. So Dave, Davy, David, Dobby, if you want. I'll bring the paint. No. Okay, let's go away from the let's venture off from Primate. All right, so this one. I wanted to like this movie. I really did. I know that a lot of people actually seem to enjoy it. Some people seem to like some of the deaths. But to me, it kind of came off very CGI. I'm sorry, but that is just how I feel. I did like the concept of the whistle itself, but it kind of gave me a little bit of the feels of Bye Bye Man, which again could have had potential to be a good movie, but it really wasn't. Such a shame. I still have to finish. Don't blow it. That's funny. I mean, it's up to you. I knew what you meant, and I thought it was funny. I mean, it's a shame because I like the main character. The main character is really cool. She had premise. She had premise. She had promise. Oh my god, I can't talk. She had promise. But I don't know. It lost me by the end. Oh yeah, you'll find him lurking around. Oh, and everybody, please tell Ryan to feel better because he's feeling under the weather. Poor guy. So, yeah, there's not really much left to say about Whistle. I don't know what else to really say because I wanted to like it, but I actually got bored. I got bored. You're welcome. Hey, what's up, Stacy? Stepfather. I remember watching the remake with what the flip is his name? He's from Gossip Girl, Penn Badgley, I do believe. Isn't there there's a remake with Penn Badgley? Yes, Penn Badgley, Dylan Walsh, Amber Turd. Ew. Yeah. No, we're not speaking. We're not speaking about stepfather. Yes, send some blessings. Uh-oh. Why are we saying uh-oh? Uh-oh, spaghetti-o? And that's okay, Davey. That is okay that you liked it. I just didn't really care for it. It's a shame, but I don't know. Maybe it's just, you know what? Maybe it's one of those movies that I need to rewatch. Because there are times when I end up not liking something, but then I watch it again and I'm like, oh, you know what? Second time around, this is a little better. Maybe it'll be one of those movies. Yes, Gossip Girl. I never even finished Gossip Girl. I don't know. I wanted to I wanted to finish it, but it's one of those shows that I've just never I never even finished Dawson's Creek. I know it sounds sad, but I didn't finish it. Obsession was really good. I enjoyed the early screening event. That is awesome. That's what I want to hear because I keep hearing good things about it, and I'm excited to watch it. Ooh, a whistle watch party. That could be interesting. I don't know. I would give it another watch. I would, because maybe it's just one of those movies again that maybe I didn't like the first time, but it'll grow on me. You never know. I'm glad you got me to watch Kill List. That shit was wild. Yeah, we watched it last night. And I didn't expect I didn't expect it to end the way that it did. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm sorry, but at the beginning it was very slow. And I was like, where is this going? Where is this going? But then it started picking up as the movie went on. And then by the end, it just went batshit crazy. And I'm like, okay, this went somewhere. I was not mad at it. Some gnarly kills, yes. It did have some gnarly kills. Oh, you're going to tell me about it later? Okay. That is more than fine. It was straight Resident Evil 4 by the end of it. You know, okay, I don't know why, but it kind of made me think of The Last Exorcism for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like the fiery group thing was making me think of The Last Exorcism. Not The Last Exorcism of Emily Rose. This is another one. This is actually The Last Exorcism is Eli Roth. I actually really like that movie. Wouldn't mind doing a watch party for that. What a twist in the end. Was not expecting that at all. Nope. I was not either. And I'm actually glad that Mr. Davy rewound it so that we could see it one more time and then also explained the beginning because it tied back into the end. Sometimes the brain does not compute at like 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, which is what my time was when I was watching it. So I needed a little bit of extra explanation. Yes, the beginning definitely foreshadowed the end. Yeah, it all tied itself back into a little messed up little bow. Yep. Same. So this is the only other movie that I have on my list. Oh, this one. I actually had high hopes. And you know what? I have to stop. I have to start learning to stop doing that to myself. Because I wanted to like this movie so much. It is about basically content creators, go figure, right? Their viewings are not doing so well, so they're trying to figure out a way to up the ante and make it more exciting for their channel. So they're thinking, oh, well, let's go into this haunted hotel because there's known to be treasure in here. And if we find it, it's also known to be haunted. So we could end up getting some really cool content in here. So then they end up having this little competition with another content creator group. And they're literally going back and forth, and they're both in the hotel, and weird shit keeps happening, but yet it's like so dark. The filter for the movie is so fucking dark. I couldn't tell what was going on half the time. So my brain was like switching off. And the focus was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So as shit was happening, I was just like, I don't even care anymore. By the end of it, I was just like, okay, I'm glad this is over. Because the way that it ended like shit. And I was so sad because I wanted to like it really badly, but it was not good. Would not watch again. I need to get on my laptop and change my settings, I think, for Discord to let my phone have access to watching stuff with you guys. We'll do it. Don't do it now because you need your rest, but do it. Hello, I'll be right back. Best thriller villain. That is a great question. Best thriller villain. Oh my god. That's a really tough question. But like off the cuff, because I would have to think about it really. I'm gonna have to say Alex from Fatal Attraction. Cause no. Actually, what is her name from Single White Female? She is fantastic. What was her name? Dang it, it's right here. Okay, Hetty Carlson. She's the best thriller villain. I love her in Single White Female. She is crazy as all hell. But I also like Alex from Fatal Attraction. Damn it. That's really tough. I just want to make sure. Alex Forrest. That is from Fatal Attraction. I like both. You guys can chime in too. I want to know who else. Because there's so many good thriller villains. Those were pretty much all of the movies that I wanted to talk about. I mean, now I guess we can just chillax. I'm trying to think of the next upcoming movies that I want to watch. Let's go on to Regal, shall we? What does Regal have going on? I think that Forbidden Fruits actually was playing in one of my locations. The dude from American Psycho. I'm horrible at names. Well, I know it's Patrick Bateman. It's Christian Bale. I don't like him. I don't like Christian Bale. There's a weird... Yep, Patrick Bateman. Only because I think of Jason Bateman. Yeah. That's the only way that I know is because of Jason Bateman. But, yepperoonie. I am trying to see what movies are coming out soon. Okay, we have Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I'm kind of hit or miss with that one. I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious because everyone else is like, well, why would you bring in your kid after them saying that they've been dead for how long? But I mean, a grieving parent will do anything to get their child back. So that's what I'm thinking. What American Pie you like the rankings 1 through 4? I think. Yeah, Evil Dead Burns. That's gonna be real. Like we're supposed to get a trailer next week, I think. So that's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the trailer. Maggot Mommy. Yep. Some people think the revolves around them. Well, there's a lot of people that think that. But you know what? Don't give them what they want. Hey there, Eli. What is up, man? Damn, Skippy. I'm excited to see that trailer. I want to see what they're going to do with this. Because Evil Dead Rise was really good. Oh, you're so sweet, Eli. You are such a doll. Some people really do think their world revolves around them. They take up all the chat space and everything. Yo! What is the movie Normal? I never even heard of this one. The latest collaboration between Bob Odenkirk, John Wick creator Derek Kolstad, and Nobody producer Kinetic Nia Western stars as an unassuming substitute sheriff with a troubled past who, after moving it to a small sleepy town, responds to a bank robbery and unknowingly uncovers something far more explosive. Ooh. Actually doesn't really. It sounds like a generic story. Hell yeah, she was really good. She's really creepy. I wouldn't want that bitch in my bed. I only say that because she literally seduces Bridget Fonda's boyfriend. Yeah. Bridget Fonda's boyfriend. It is a good movie. And it is referenced a lot, especially in Buffy. I say maybe Peyton from Hand That Rocks the Cradle. That's a good one, too. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Ooh, who else wants to see Michael? I actually want to see the biopic of Michael Jackson. I think it's going to be really, really good. And Jafar looks incredible as Michael Jackson. Oh my god. I saw the trailer with him doing the rendition of Thriller. Yo, that was incredible. I actually can't wait to see that one. Wonder how that would be in 4DX. Thriller. Now I want to hear Thriller. Ooh, Mother Mary. That seems like it's going to be really good. I'm intrigued. I feel like this is going to be far more batshit crazy than what we think. Oh, you know I'm here for Hokum. I can't wait until that one comes out. Was it Hokum that you enjoyed, or was it Mother Mary? I know it does. It looks incredible. I can't wait. But I want to watch Oddity and Caveat again before I watch it. So, woohoo. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes Carey does weird, strange things. Let's see what else is going on. I know, I haven't watched Undertone yet either. I keep hearing good things. Do I have a favorite music score? I mean, anything Marco Beltrami. I definitely have to say I love the Scream scores. I do like them. And Gladiator actually has a really good one. That's Hans Zimmer. He's really good at doing musical scores. Danny Elfman, he does really good musical scores. I mean, John Carpenter, he does great scores too. Ooh, bringing in the heat. Kevin Bacon and Hollow Man. I know some people hate that movie. No, I love it. So I'm glad you're giving Kevin Bacon some love. I actually really like that movie. I think it's really good. Ooh, yeah, that's a good movie score. That's also a very hard movie to get through. It is very depressing. No. I recommend Hollow Man. Definitely a good movie. You can't go wrong with Kevin Bacon. You cannot go wrong. It is a very good, very, very good movie. I knew what you meant. It is very good. Very, very good. Yeah, so I don't know these other movies, but they have Over Your Dead Body, which I really want to see. What remake? Hang on. What are you talking about, Eli? A remake? Do you mean Invisible Man? Is that what you mean? Because I don't remember a remake of Hollow Man. I know there's a Hollow Man 2. Oh my god, Christian Slater's in the second one. Did you guys know that? That Christian Slater's in the second one? I don't know if I'd want to see that one. Ooh, but Peter Fasinelli's in it. So is Laura Branigan. She's in Dead Silence. That's probably the Christian Slater one. Oh snap, was it Invisible Man? That's probably what you're thinking. You're probably thinking of Invisible Man, which I actually really liked. It's Lee Winnell. He's the one who did Invisible Man, and I actually think he did a really good job. Yay, I found people that agree with me. Hollow Man, Hollow Man, Hollow Man. Yep, you are not alone. I love Hollow Man. It's a great movie. Ooh, Johnny Ringo from Tombstone. I love Tombstone. It's actually one of my favorite Western movies. I mean, you can't go wrong with an all-star cast. Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Bill Paxton. I mean, come on. Every time I think of a villain from a thriller, I ask myself, wait, is that a horror though? I mean, you're not wrong, but I still think it could have horror elements. It could have thriller and horror elements. It's all in the way that it's portrayed. Yes, yes, I play for blood. I sounded like Dracula for some reason. I'll be your Huckleberry. I love a badass with a brain. Nice. So another good villain. I have to throw this one out there because I just want to make sure I have his name correctly. Yes. Norman Spencer from What Lies Beneath. I'm sorry, but I love What Lies Beneath. Even though they call it a horror mystery, it's a thriller. I mean, come on. It's not a straight up horror. Yeah. It's a fantastic movie. Hell yeah. But I have to say What Lies Beneath. That's one of my favorite movies. Okay, I think for this stream, I'm going to hit at like 1 hour and then I'm calling it a day because I did 2 streams one after the other because I'm a crazy person. But yeah, is there. Ooh, what are we saying? It reminds me of. I love Stir of Echoes, though. I love that movie. I love another good Kevin Bacon movie. Hello Man Watch Party. That would be a really good watch party type of movie for sure. I agree. I'm trying to think of bad guys, but all I can think about is chicken. I mean, it's not a bad thing to think about, wouldn't you say? Even though you say chicken, I'm thinking about Haunted House 2 when they're fighting the chicken and he keeps yelling, "The pollo is loco." That's all I keep thinking. Silly me. Well, Eli thinks you're funny. El pollo es delicioso. Yep, the pollo is loco. It is so funny. They made one hell of a mess. But they ate the whole damn thing, so I guess it was fun. Thanks, fun thriller discussion. Always fun to see interesting conversations. Well, thank you, Stacy. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I think we have covered pretty much what I wanted to cover for this stream because I just wanted to throw out some movies, talk about them a little bit, see what you guys have to say about some movies as well. If you wanted to talk about the same ones that I wanted to talk about, I just thought that we could just shoot the shit and just talk. You know, we don't just talk around here, right? I mean, that's pretty much all we ever really do. But that's okay. But if you guys have any ending comments, I'm going to end the stream here. I'll give you a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call this stream. I hope you had some fun. I hope I made your Sunday a little bit easier. Hopefully not as easy as Poor Cat in the Hat here. But yeah. Thank you again, Eli. That's very, very sweet of you. I don't know what that is, Ryan. Is that a poop emoji? And I don't know what the other part of that emoji is. Happy New Year! Thank you, Eli. Ryan, you're going to have to tell me what that emoji is. But anywho, this is Carey Craves Cinema. Stay geeky for movies, my friend.